What's up, YouTube? So, wanted to do another review today. I know, I do like a review every other day. Like, when am I going to run out of yo-yos? Not yet. This is the MagicYoyo Skyva. So, anyway, this might be the most suggested yo-yo to me. I've had this for a while. Sorry, I'm just getting around to doing a review. Everybody else has done a review on it, but everybody's like, oh, you need to get a Skyva. Like, you have a Skyva? You should get a Skyva. I have a Skyva. Here. It's right here. I had it like right when it came out. Sorry I didn't review it with everybody else. My bad. Although seriously, there were like 10,000 reviews of it up before I even started this YouTube channel. But anyway, so this is the MagicYoyo Skyva. This is a $20 yo-yo designed by Jeffrey Pang, who does Luftwork yo-yos mostly. And those are like $300 to $400. Sometimes. I don't know. I don't buy any. I don't own any because they cost more than most of my collection. Probably all of it. Probably cost more than all of it. But Skyva was pretty awesome. So let's get right into the specs, and then I'll talk about what I think about it. So the diameter is 57.85 millimeters. It is 45.25 millimeters wide, and the gap width is 4.5 millimeters. It's about 65.8 grams, which is cool. And it has a size C center track bearing, which is licensed from Yo-Yo Factory's Central Center Track Bearing Company, whatever that bearing company is called, that is in all the Yo-Yo Factories, that sometimes is in other yo-yos. It's that one. I believe it's the CTX bearing, because that's what it sounds like. Anyway, we'll get into that more. Got the 19mm MagicYoyo slim pads, although they have the slim pads that match the yo-yo. It was designed in Canada. There's probably something to that. It's Canadians. They know what they're doing with yo-yos, I guess, particularly plastic yo-yos. I don't have any other yo-yos designed in Canada other than plastic. Machined in China by MagicYoyo. MagicYoyo pretty much, you know, they are the China yo-yo company, in my opinion. They're like the budget friendly, not budget friendly, I hate that word, like budget yo-yo, I hate that. They are like the value company when it comes to yo-yos. You know, as I'm sure you already know, the Skyva knocks it out of the park as far as plastic yo-yos are concerned. Now let's talk about it a little bit. So this is $20. Now comes in fun crayon type colors, as well as this gray. It comes in like a weird teal blue also, and then it comes in some kind of a off-white. I like this gray. I don't know, I don't have anything gray, but this is, you know, kind of a drab gray. I liked it. I think it's cool. Anyway, I really like this yo-yo. I haven't reviewed it because, like I said, everybody else has done a review of this yo-yo, but after everybody's requested it 10 million billion times and said, you should get a Skyva, what do you think of the Skyva? People email me, do you have a Skyva? Yes, here's my Skyva. It's pretty smooth, although I threw it crooked. Pretty smooth for a plastic yo-yo. Right on par with the Caribou Lodge stuff. And this is a Buddha string, by the way. Buddha strings are pretty cool. They're pretty cheap. I dig. Not as cool as Kitty, but they're not expensive. They're not as expensive as Kitty either, which is neat. So it's got that the same type of construction as the CLYW plastics, where they put that little bronze insert into the plastic, and it's like deep in there. And then it's got the pad here. This is kind of different than the MagicYoyo pads that the MagicYoyo usually uses. It matches. Usually all the MagicYoyo pads are just that gold yellow. Pop the string off here. This is, I believe, a CTX bearing. I have to put it here. Hope you can hear that. But it's spinning forever, and it's spinning nice and smooth. It spins very much like the Big Dipper does. In fact, if I was to say that, you know, where I would put this as far as plastic yo-yos are concerned, a lot of guys like to do comparisons like, oh, the Skyva versus the Replay Pro, the Skyva versus the Duncan Freehand, because they're in that price range, you know. Just those two are like under 20, but this one's right at 20. It's $19.99, so it's, I guess, under 20. So a lot of guys like to do those comparisons. In my opinion, this is what it's comparable to. It's comparable to the CLYW Big Dipper and the CLYW Yeti 2.0. Now, I've thrown an original Yeti. I don't think these feel much like that's different. It just seems different to me. Like it's not as hard of a plastic, I think. I don't know. Like the original Yeti just doesn't feel the same as these, but the construction's all pretty much the same. It's that bronze insert and then the CTX bearing. I swear to God, it's the same bearing in all three of these. When you throw it, you'll be like, if you throw them all back to back, you're like, oh, that's the same bearing. It feels like the same bearing. So anyway, as far as size is concerned, the 65 grams I feel like is just a little bit light. I prefer this yo-yo over the Skyva just because it's a little heavier, it spins a little longer, and it's a little more stable just because you got a little more to work with. It's about 2 grams heavier. So, you know, if I had any criticisms of this, I would say that, you know, it could have stood to be just a little heavier just because it's a plastic yo-yo. It could have, if it was a little heavier, like 2 grams, maybe even 1.5 grams, I think it would have been, in my opinion, a better player. But you know, very similar to these for $10 less. So, you know, I mean, it kind of falls to me right in line. Like if you think of the One Drop Benchmark series, how it's like, oh, different shapes, but they all kind of play the same. Like these are all constructed the same way, and they're different shapes. I mean, they're not the same diameter or weight by any stretch of the imagination, but they all play very similarly as far as plastic yo-yos are concerned. And you know, they kind of feel like they could all be related to each other. Like I said earlier, these were all designed in Canada, so I don't know. Maybe the Canadians know something about plastic yo-yos. Seems like they do. Make some good ones. So anyway, this thing's real claim to fame is this super awesome finger spin hub here. As you can see, I'm not spinning the yo-yo, but it's perfectly balanced. Like look at that. That's perfect. You can move it around. Perfectly balanced. And you know, it's this fun kind of W shape that I dig a whole lot. It's kind of the finish isn't like matte. It's not like shiny. Like this is shiny. This isn't as shiny. And it's machined in there. There's no machining here. This is all like just clipped and stuff. But you know, you could tell. I mean, even when you open the box, it's like, this is super, like, you know, they took some real care in this. And, you know, this was kind of, in my opinion, you know, a lot of guys kind of gave MagicYoyo, don't like MagicYoyo. They don't like the older MagicYoyos. Maybe they still don't like MagicYoyo. I don't know. I think MagicYoyo is fine. I've got a ton of them. And I think they're actually really good. And, you know, I think the Skyva being their, like, you know, kind of choice to be like, all right, let's do a plastic yo-yo that's freaking awesome for $20, and sell it everywhere. You know, kudos to them, because I think what they're doing with stuff like this is kind of controlling the price points in the market. And you know, why would you get something else when you could pay $20 for a Skyva? Now these are 30, both the Yeti and the Big Dipper. I do think these are a little bit better. You know, for 30 you kind of get the nicer CLYW pads. This is a little more stable. You know, it's got some, like, it's finished a little nicer. You can just kind of tell, like, it's not like the colors are cool too. I mean, although you can get this and this almost this exact purple now. Maybe it's not exact. Maybe it's more pale. But you know, this is right on par with this. I mean, this is maybe a little bit better, but it's not like a third better. It's like, you know, gun to my head, which yo-yo do you want to do a trick with? Like, I'll do it with this one because it's a little more stable. But you know, that's really all there is to it. Anyway, guys, so I'm out of water. Doing a dry January, trying to lose some of the you know, Christmas weight and whatnot. So probably no brews this month, but definitely try to get all caught up on the throws and all the all my reviews, because I've got a couple more to do, and I also want to do a few discussions as well. So hoping to get through that, hoping to get through the reviews before I get to the discussions, but we'll see. We'll see how the mood strikes me, and if my kids decide to sleep, or if I get some time to do these. But anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe if you like what's going on. I try to put up content pretty often, and give me a thumbs up if you like it. Tell me in the comments if you don't. I don't care. Whatever. Like and subscribe, and cheers to you. See you next time.